to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video that was inspired by my friend Liz. So she is a mother of two beautiful twin boys, my adorable adopted nephews. I love them so much. Love you guys if you see it. But she was wanting to do more makeup, and you know, she's a busy mom of like infant twins, so you know, you gotta keep it real simple, and she doesn't really have any makeup because she's starting over. So I was just trying to find the best 3 eyeshadows that she can use. All she wanted was something simple, 3 eyeshadows really that you can use and do anything with if you want to like maybe go out to lunch or go to date night but still look good. So I was inspired to do 3 looks with 3 colors. So I just wanted to give anyone that's wanting those easy 3 simple looks that you could do with 3 shadows. Even this is even good for a weekend. If you're going away just for the weekend, you don't want to pack a lot of stuff, this will give you 3 different eye looks for an easy weekend. But I was trying to find a palette that actually had very similar colors, 3 matte shadows, and I don't have a ton of palettes, but I have enough that I was really surprised I did not have a single palette that actually had 3 similar colors. The closest that I could find though was this one, and this is the TheBalm Meet Matte Nude palette. So this is not the Meet Matte, there is a Meet Matte and a Meet Matte Nude. So this is the nude version. So I love this handsome guy because he's all matte shadows, which is perfect. I think everyone needs an all matte palette in their collection regardless, because you're just going to want it for so many different things. And I really like TheBalm because their shadows are really great. Their packaging is freaking adorable. Like, look at this. Look at this handsome guy right here. Duh, this is Matt. Meet my date for the day. My co-host with this video is Matt. You know, it's just a really good palette to have. And this one I really like because first off, it has a giant mirror right here, which is perfect for traveling, and like me today doing a tutorial, I was able to actually do my makeup with this giant mirror. And then inside you have 9 giant shadows. For the sake of the 3 shadow, 3 looks video that I'm doing, I'm going to stay using just these 3. I'm going to use Matte Malloy, which is the lightest color. I think for her we did more of a nude, close to skin tone color because she didn't want any like intense brow bone highlighting like I do. So we just kept it as a more light brown, but that was the only one that wasn't in this palette. Maybe on camera this looks like it could be one, but this is a little bit more of a nice warm transition color. So for the sake of this video, we're going to use Matte Malloy, but trust me, you can use like a light brown or like a peach smoothie type of color instead of this one. But for the sake of this video, we're going to use this one today because that's all I have. And then for the medium brown tone, we're going to use Matte Rosin, which is right here, which is a really beautiful color. And then for your very dark color, we're going to use Matte Wood right here in the center. So if you want to see these up close, that's what they look like. I probably might do a Simply Swatches video with this one just because I have seen it around online, but I know for people looking for just a strict matte shadow, this might be a good one for you. So I'll probably do a Simply Swatches video with that too, so keep a lookout for that one. If you want to see 3 different easy, quick looks with 3 colors that you can do any time of the day, I have a daytime one, I have a smoky eye coming up for you guys, and then one kind of in the middle. So just keep watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. See you soon. Okay, so for this first look, we're going to go ahead and use Matte Malloy, which is right here, and we're going to use this one all over the lid. So I'm just going to take this e.l.f. smudge brush just because it's clean. It is little, but it's clean. And we're just going to pack that one all over the lid. So this one's going to be whatever the lightest shade of the 3 that you have is. Obviously, this palette doesn't really have an in-between. The other lightest brown is a little bit too warm, so I am using this white color. But if you have a really light, like flesh tone brown that you use for a brow bone highlight, this is going to work just as great. And then what we're going to do is take, this is the Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques. I love this brush. This has just a lot of control, and this brush is also really great for if you use like paint pots or any cream eyeshadow bases. This one is really great as well. So we're going to go ahead and take that middle tone that we're using, this Matte Rosin right here, and we're just going to take that and put that in the crease. And usually this brush is pretty good about keeping things above the eyelid, but because we got a little bit on the right eye, I'm just going to go back and take a little bit of that matte Malloy and just put it right back there. Just to, we don't want to define, we don't want to do a cut crease or anything, but just enough so it's a little bit defined, and also kind of diffuse it if there is a little bit too much brown, or if you had any fallout or anything, just to go ahead and blend and smooth out those together. Next what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this e.l.f. Precision Blending Eye Brush, and it's not quite a pencil brush, there's a little bit in between a fluffy brush and a pencil brush, but we're going to go ahead and take Matte Wood, which is the darkest color of our trio today, and I'm just going to put that right on the outer corner crease. I don't want to go too high or too low, so just kind of, I just barely tapped it just so the dome part of the brush goes into the pigment, and just barely blending it out. We just want to give a little bit of definition to the corner, but because I didn't use a super tight pencil brush, this will be able to blend it out a little bit more seamless, so it's just a little darker definition instead of quite that cut crease or, you know, that dark crease that sometimes I'll do or anyone else will do. So I'm just taking a tiny bit and definitely still concentrating it on this outer third right here. And I don't really want to take it on the lid or anything, just staying in the crease and not taking it too high. So I'll just normally like flick out like that just to blend it, but I don't want to bring it too much. I will put a tiny bit, just whatever's left on my brush, right here in the corner, just because I am going to do liner, so just to kind of give this a little bit more of a defined, a soft but defined corner, if that makes sense, and just kind of bring it down so it has a little bit of definition in that corner. Then what you can do, if you're feeling like doing a little bit more, you can go ahead and take Matte Rosin, which was that middle color again, on just an angled brush, and putting that on the lower lash line. So I forgot that my brush has a little bit of black on it from when I played with my makeup yesterday. So mine's a little bit darker, but if you want something very simple, just use that medium color and you're just gonna get a nice, not quite a smoky eye, but you're just gonna give a little definition to the lower lash line. And then to give those eyes the more open appearance, we're gonna go ahead and use this Scandalize waterproof pencil, and this is in Nude. And I like to use this when you want to just open up the eyes a little bit. Probably should get back in focus. Can you see me now? I usually only like to use a nude on the waterline and use black for the tight line, just because the black, it gives my lashes a little bit more of a fuller appearance, whereas the nude is just going to open your eyes on the bottom, so there's really no point in putting nude on the tight line unless that's your thing, but for me, I just keep it strictly to the waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet pencil in Black Velvet and just do the tight line. Okay, so I'm actually liking this look without eyeliner, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some mascara on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we added some mascara, and today I'm using the Lash Sensational by Maybelline because I forget how amazing it is, and look at those lashes. It gives you natural lashes, but full, and it really does do the fan effect. I have a blog post review I did a while ago, and I love it so much. I have a backup already waiting, and I don't have backups of any products, and I already have a backup of this because I know I'm going to run out and it's going to be amazing, but I wanted to keep it drugstore to keep it really easy and simple, since I did use a TheBalm palette, which is a little bit pricier, not quite Sephora, but not quite drugstore either, so I wanted to go ahead and do a drugstore mascara to keep it really simple for you guys. So that is the completed look for number 1. For the second look, I'm doing this on a different day, so excuse if I look a little yellow. I was testing out a new foundation and it is definitely not my color and it's a little bit yellow, so ignore all of this and just focus right here. So the second look we're going to do is a little bit darker than the first one. I kind of want to get to the progression, and then the next one will obviously be a smoky eye. So we're going to go ahead and take this middle shade Matte Rosen, and I'm going to take it on that Real Techniques fluffy brush, and I'm going to use my mirror again instead of the viewfinder, and I'm actually going to put that all over the lid and all over the crease. So I want to use a light hand since it is our medium color, and just take a little bit of pigment just to give you a little bit of color on your lid, not too much. And then what you're going to do is take a little bit more pigment and do a darker crease. So do you see how it's sort of giving you a little bit of dimension? You're having the two tones, but you're actually not having to use two colors. You're just doing a light hand and less pigment on the lid, and then a little bit more on the crease. And then just blending that all out, and then same on the other side. So again, if you see, it's light on the lid and a little bit darker in the crease, but you're using the exact same color. Pretty cool, huh? Then I'm going to go ahead and take that e.l.f. Dome Pencil fluffy brush again, and we're going to take the white one, Matte Malloy. We're just going to put that in the inner corner and then go into a little bit the first third of your eye. You don't want that white to be too opaque. You just want to go ahead and open the eye up and brighten it a little bit in the corner. And then of course taking a tiny bit and using it to highlight your brow bone if you'd like. This is definitely an optional step, but if you're like me and have straighter brows, this definitely helps give the illusion of a little bit of an arch, because my brows kind of go straight and they don't create too much of an arch, and if they do, then they will be non-existent. So if you see how much brighter and open your eyes look now that you have a little bit of white in there, but it's not too much and it's not that glitter that I normally do. And then I'm going to take that same pencil brush and we're going to do it on the lower lash line. But you can be a little bit more heavy-handed with it because you want a darker lash line. And then for this look, I'm going to go ahead and use this Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes, and I'm going to use this for the waterline and the tight line today. So of course, if you're really simple, you can leave your eyes like this, or you can go ahead and put on a coat of mascara, which is what I'm going to do. Using the Maybelline Lash Sensational again because I figured we might as well just stick to using the same products. This way, if you are kind of doing the three eyeshadows, you have your one go-to mascara, and this I highly recommend, so just use this for all of the looks. Okay, so we're gonna do look number 3, and you may be like, Dani, you still have makeup on, what are you doing? So I actually think that this would be a perfect transition into a smoky eye because you already set up a lot of the base. You already have your brow bone highlight, you already have your transition shade and your lid, and you already have the inner corner highlight. So basically we're gonna just add on from this, and this is gonna be a really great color combination for transitioning from day to night. So if you want to do this look during the day, or even look number 1 and then transition it to nighttime, because you didn't do liner or anything crazy and you just did a little bit of mascara, you can always throw shadow on top and just kind of revive your mascara if you want to, but this is going to be a really easy way to transition from day to night quickly and still using your 3 colors. So since we already laid down the transition shade and the brow bone highlight, we're just going to go ahead and start with the smoky part of it. So we're going to go ahead and take Matte Wood, we're going to take that shader brush again, and just starting from the lash line, you're going to pack it on and then just work your way up. So you want the darkest concentration to be at the lash line, and then you're just going to work your way up slowly, and then we're going to go ahead and blend that out with another brush so that it is flawless. I like this brown smoky eye because it's not too intense, it's not black, so this will give you that nice like sultry, sexy look without doing black, which isn't flattering on a lot of people. It's actually not very flattering on me. A lot of smoky eyes are not flattering on me, but for the purpose of this tutorial I'm going to do one for you guys. But this is just another nice alternative because it's not too harsh. And then we're going to go ahead and take that Real Techniques brush again and pick up a little bit of the matte Rosen just to go ahead and blend it out. So it's going to give us a nice gradient look, and it's not going to be too harsh. And then if you want to be a little bit more intense, we already smoked out the lash line a little bit with the last look, but you can definitely go ahead and add more. I feel like smoky eyes kind of make my eyes a little bit rounder than I prefer, and I like more of the almond shape, so that's why I kind of stay away from the inner corner and try to keep it as much at the outer corner as possible. So then you can go ahead and take a little bit more of that medium brown, and again just do a little bit of a gradient and smoke it out. Well, I'm liking the way that looks. You can leave it like that, or you could put on a little bit more. I'm just going to put on a little bit more towards that lash line. And obviously this is a look for everyone's preference, so if you want a lighter smoky eye, feel free to stop at the desired color, but if you want a darker one, then just keep blending, packing on more color, blending, packing on more color, just to make sure you get a seamless transition from your lid to your brow bone. If you didn't already start with number 2, basically it's just doing the same thing. Brow bone highlight, brown transition shade, put a little bit on the lid so that you have a little bit of room to bring the gradient all the way up, and then pack on the darker color on your lid and then the lightest color on the inner corner. So I'm just going to put on a second coat of mascara just to kind of darken my lashes a little bit, and there may have been a little bit of fallout from the eyeshadow that has kind of dulled them out, so I'm going to just put on a second coat. Look at that second coat, much better. So that is everything for this smoky eye look. The last look, again, as you can tell, I'm not really a fan of how smoky eyes look on me, but I think they're flattering for a lot of people, so I wanted to give you guys that option as well. I mean, I guess if you guys like it on me, give this video a thumbs up, let me know, because I never wear smoky eyes because I don't think they look good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. I hope it was very helpful, learned maybe a few techniques or ways to just make use of 3 eyeshadows and give you a weekend of looks, or just great go-to looks every day that are no-brainers, super quick and easy. You don't even have to think about them. Again, thank you to my lovely friend Liz for the inspiration for this video. I love you and I love my nephews, and please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day, week, month, year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.